Are you struggling to play a good backhand volley? You might not use your left hand, or you're playing in the wrong grip. Maybe you over-rotate like this, or you're not sure how to hold the racket. In this video you will learn to play a perfect backhand volley in 8 simple steps. Today we are in Noordwijk in Vinkenveld and we're going to start right now.
Lekker boelie!
And we have sales on justpadel.com.
I like it.
You like it? Good match. Step number 1, the ready position. So how should you hold the racket when standing at the net? So what you can do is, because most of the players are playing either to your body or towards the center, kind of change your preparation a little bit to backhand grip. So most players are ready like this. You can do the forehand and the backhand volley. But what you could also do, especially when your opponents are playing very fast, is to be ready slightly towards the backhand, because everything that goes fast into the body, you're able to block. How far or how close should you prepare? Well, I think the height is more important. So this is too far, this is too close. Doesn't really feel nice, isn't it? This is fine, and also try to look over the tip of your racket. So if I play the backhand towards you, I want to watch the camera with the tip of my racket, because I need to get a high to low movement. So this is crucial. If you're ready like this, or even worse, in the forehand grip, you can never play a good backhand volley if you're ready in this way. Like stop the car. No, stop this technique. Here, and maybe slightly there, so you have time for the backhand volley. And step number 2 is the Continental grip. So many players have a not so good backhand volley, a terrible backhand volley, yeah, because they're playing in a forehand grip. Are you doing this? I was speaking to the guys over here, and the ladies, of course. So to explain this as easy as possible, this is the forehand grip, this is the backhand grip. If you are ready in the backhand grip, your backhand can actually be quite okay, but if you're at the net, you never have time to switch the grip. If you're ready in the forehand grip, you might have a good forehand volley, but you never have time to play a good backhand volley. So if your wrist is in the forehand grip and they play to your backhand, I have 0 control. So if somebody pushes my racket, I have no control. If I'm on the Continental grip, so my pink mouse is on the top, if I'm now in this position, backhand volley to hit, look at how much more strength I have. It's a very big difference. If I prepare for the forehand volley, also I have the grip. So not only has the Continental grip the most potential in quality in your volleys, but it also means that you can either play the forehand volley and the backhand volley from one grip. So if you're at the net and your opponent is playing fast to you, you can do this and you have 2 amazing volleys. If you have a forehand volley and they play hard to your backhand, not good. So Continental grip, and sometimes people change a little bit when the ball is slow. Or you're ready in the Continental grip, somebody feeds you a high ball, you can switch to backhand grip, you can play vibra. But if somebody plays the lob, you have time to change. If you're at the net and they can play volleys, you need to be in the Continental grip, so you can also always change to backhand and forehand without any, doesn't cost any time. Step number 3, racket back. So when you prepare for the backhand volley, you want to prepare higher than the ball. So if the ball is low, you can prepare a little bit lower. If the ball is high, you need to prepare higher. So this is something that you might be struggling with, because you're preparing in the same way, and that's why the ball goes out. Or you prepare too high, that's why the ball always goes into the net. So let's say I serve, I'm in a ready position, I go to the net, split step, racket back. And in this way, especially what is important, left hand goes back with me, racket higher than the ball, and from there I go and hit the backhand volley. This is one of the reasons that you're making a mistake with the backhand volley, is that you're either preparing too late or too fast, because if you go this, you have no control. So when you prepare, you want to prepare slowly. So the moment you are fast in the back and then go forwards, you have zero control. If you're not using your left hand when you go back, you're gonna be like a squash backhand. Squash players try two hands preparation. Ball's coming, two hands. Look at my body. I'm rotating. I'm not here. This is also a reason why you make mistakes. I am there. Step number 4. Horizontal or vertical. It's important to know if you're going to play cross courts or straight to the fence, deep into the corner, because this is going to change this. If you're playing to the fence and you're playing in a very open preparation, horizontal, yeah, the ball will float and you touch the fence and you will lose the point. If you want to play to the fence, you need to be more vertical, because then you can play the ball more downwards. It's also the height of the ball. So if the ball is coming high, you want to prepare more in this way. If the ball is low, you want to prepare more in this way. If you want to play deep into the corner, it will be better to have this horizontal preparation, because the ball is going to travel further and is going to enter the corner. If you have a very vertical preparation, probably your backhand volley is getting too short and too easy to defend. Many paddle players only have this horizontal or vertical, is the only way. So they have either a very good ball to the fence or a very good deep volley to the corner, and not both. Also, if you play in the net too much, might be too vertical. If you're playing to the glass too much, you might be having a preparation that is too open. So check your preparation. Imagine yourself playing in the mirror, racket back, have a look. Okay, vertical, this is nice. Okay, I have to play this ball to the corner. So if you do drills, you can focus on this, play to the corner and record your own volley. Watch vertical or horizontal. Step number 5, freeze the preparation. So we explained slow preparation, early preparation. So before the ball is over your side of the net, your racket needs to be ready, but also it needs to be frozen. Why do you need a frozen racket? If your racket is still moving back and then forwards, I have zero control and I probably play too fast. Also, you play faster if you freeze it and then go forwards. If your racket is frozen in the preparation, you can do anything you want. You can play fence, you can play corner, you can play middle, you can play corner, you can play fence, you can play drop shot, because it's very controlled. So what you have to do, racket back, freeze, go. Step number 6, contact point. So what is important for you to understand? If you want to play to the fence with your backhand volley, if you're right-handed, you need to hit the ball here in front of you. If you want to play straight, it's better to hit the ball next to you. In this way, you can dictate where the ball is going to end. This is an important aspect for all the tennis players out there, because the tennis volley is something that you always hit in front of you. And this is going to be a very flat volley. So what you have to understand in the paddle volley is that you're not hitting the ball, you're pushing the ball. And this has something to do with the contact point. So I prefer to teach somebody a little bit more of a next to you contact point. If you hit the ball in front of you, look at my follow through. That's my follow through. If I hit the ball here, I can extend way longer. I can manage the speed better. I can manage the direction of the ball better. And also I can give more slice to the ball and I can make the ball shoot through. So the big difference is, let's say I want to play a tennis slice backhand. I would never do this. It's too much. I would do and stop. So this is the motion that you want to have, because now my follow through is going to where I want to play the ball. If I play the ball in that corner, my racket should go very long into that corner. So the backhand slice in tennis is your volley in paddle, but with a shorter backswing. Tip number 2 for the contact point is your volley would be better if you have time to step and hit at the same time with your right foot if you are right-handed. So when the ball is coming, I prepare, I freeze, body is rotated, and then when I hit the ball, if I have time, when I hit the ball, I should come down on the floor or slightly later. But if you are stepping, everything needs to go from your arm, and this is where you overdo the motion and you make mistakes. So your backhand volley is better to be more compact, to make yourself small, and to play the backhand volley. Also, if I play to the camera, I'm not stepping in with my right foot on the forehand side. I need to step in this way, so my body, my shoulders are rotated sideways, because here I can make a long follow through. So what's important is that I prepare and I overstep and I hit. One of the most common mistakes, step number 7, high-low stop. Many paddle players are getting this completely wrong. They go from high, low, high. High, low, stop. You see side spin, also difficult for some people. So this is what I explained about the backhand slice. If you go high, low, high, the ball will go up. And it's way too easy. So high, low, high would be good if you play the drop shot. Because then I want the ball to come back, because I want the slice to go to me. So you have 2 types of slice. The one that deaccelerates and the one that accelerates after the bounce. So this is what we call pace. With our backhand volley, that I want you to have is that the ball should accelerate after the bounce, because it's a good combination of power and slice. So you need to copy the backhand slice from tennis, but I will do it as a volley. High, low, stop. So my racket starts higher than the ball and ends lower than the ball. So start higher than the ball, end lower than the net, and stop. Never go sideways. And this has something to do with the next tip. Step number 8, fly away. Might be one of the most crucial ones to teach you, because what many players tend to do is they go there instead of there. So when you want to have a good backhand volley, you rotate the shoulders, but you hold the shoulders, you lock them. Now my shoulders are locked. If you unlock the shoulders in this way, so I'm gonna play there and I'm gonna do this, it's very difficult to play there, and my backhand volley has side spin. So it's not really a good backhand volley. So what you want to do is 2 hands on the racket, yes, hit the ball, fly away. So my left hand is counterweight. I need my left hand with tension in order to hold this shoulder position. So the moment I want to play in the corner and I am not using my left hand, or the left hand is a little bit floppy like this, I'm going to go there and the ball probably doesn't end up being in the corner. So what you need to do is prepare, turn, hold, and then you will have a good backhand volley. I hope you enjoyed the video. What step-by-step tutorial would you like to see next? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, because that will be amazing. Like the video as well, comment, everything, you know, promote it to your friends, put it into the group chat. But let me know what helped you the most as well. And I see you next Monday. And for the members, I see you next Tuesday. Hasta luego, ciao, adios.